so here we are in front of the Conjurer's Guild. So let's quickly hit this quest. I'm going to try and follow exactly what I wanted to set out, what I set out. There's quite often scenes that I'll say, let's see what happens, and we don't end up doing anything let's see what happens. This will also be a good time to like showcase how other classes work and stuff like that. Setting up other key sets and such. So, when you want a new class you need to go to a specific NPC. In this case, we come to the Conjurer's Guild in Gridania, and we talk to Lady first. Well met, adventurer. You come to Steelglade Fane, home of the Conjurer's Guild. We conjurers harness the power of earth, wind, and water that abound in nature, and thereby weave spells of healing and protection. Ever do we seek noble souls to initiate into our mysteries. Might you be such a soul to join the guild? Yes. Then allow me to provide you with an overview of what it is to be a conjurer. Conjury is the art of healing and purification. Its practitioners harness the power of nature, that they may bring about change in the form of spells. Primitive magic, such that once wrought by individuals known as mages, meaning those with the ability to manipulate aether, has existed since the dawn of time. It was not until some 5 centuries ago that conjury emerged from the shapeless amalgamation. I thought it was amalgamation. Anyway. No, because it's not that word. Agglomeration of spells and... No, it's agglomeration. God damn it. Anyway, moving on. Spells and charms, an event which led to the founding of Gridania. In those dark days, the elementals would not suffer man's presence in the Heavensward, forcing our forebears to make their homes beneath the earth, in the great subterranean city of Gelmora. Yep. But their desire to settle in the Heavensward continued to burn fiercely. Time and time again they sought to carry the elementals' favour. Unlike men and other creatures bound in temples of flesh, these elementals are beings of pure aether. Recognizing this, the mages of Eld reasoned that their talent for etheric manipulation might allow them to commune with these theretofore enigmatic entities. It took 5 long decades, but our forebears finally succeeded. Their reward, the elementals' permission to dwell in the Heavensward. So it was that Gridania was born. Since that time, the elementals have taught us to live as one with nature, speaking to all Gridanians through their hearers, those mages who are able to commune with them, and for their intimacy with the damn it, clicked too early. And that most attractive listener is a brief history of conjuring. If you would have a mind to walk our path, I wholeheartedly recommend you join our guild. It would be my pleasure to explain the initiation process to you. Pray speak with me again when you're ready. Not just like a history of conjuring, but also a brief foray into the history of Gridania. I don't remember mentioning, but I probably have, because I've mentioned a lot of things that I don't remember mentioning. Gelmora was started by Elizans, then the Hur came in, and there was massive wars between them. They eventually settled together, and then they were able to live above ground in Gridania. And that's what the twin-adder snake is. The two-headed snakes, the twin adders. That's what that means. It's here in the Elizan. Is your mind made up? Are you ready to join the Conjurer's Guild? Yes. That is well. I shall introduce you to our guildmaster, Brother Isumiyan. Brother Isumiyan presides over the Conjurer's Guild, even as he serves the nation as a hero. You will find him in the meditation area within. Go to him and make known your desire to join the guild. So we quickly speak to this guy. Greetings, adventurer. I'm told you wish to become a conjurer of Stillglade fame. I am Brother E. Sumiyan, master of this guild. Before you are formally accepted into our ranks, I would impart to you the principles of conjury. Pray, attend me well. Conjury is an arcane art that takes the life and the living for its domain. Its primary purpose is the salving of hurts and granting of protection. Adventurers such as yourself oft stand upon the front lines of battle. Owing to this, you are likely to find yourself in many situations wherein a capacity for healing would be advantageous. Mind you, there is more to conjury than that. By harnessing the power of earth, wind, and water, conjurers are also capable of weaving spells that wreak havoc. In terms of sheer destructive power, conjury may pale in comparison to thaumaturgy, but its capacity to defend one against the aggression more than compensates for this relative shortcoming. In mastering healing and purification, not only will you be able to mend wounds and purge afflictions, you will also be able to breathe life back into the fallen. More than simply healers, yet not true dealers of destruction, conjurers realize their full potential when they employ their powers in support of others. This, my dear adventurer, is what it means to be one of us. Mayhap that was too much to grasp upon a single hearing. Don't worry. But worry not, for the meaning of my words will become clear to you in due time. You will come to understand that conjury is not the sole province of the conjurer. You should you wish to walk our path, I must needs ask that you solemnly vow to embrace nature, to heed the will of the elementals and the 12 alike. Can you make this vow? I knew your answer ere your lips had parted, yet I am no less pleased to hear it. By the power vested in me, I hereby name you a member of the Conjurers Guild. If you would be so kind as to lend me your hunting luck, I shall add it to the names of such creatures as would pose a suitable challenge to a conjurer. Add to it the names. Let's read that backwards. And to mark this momentous occasion, I present to you this cane. Though it may be old and weathered, it will serve you as well as you take your first steps upon the path of the conjurer. Pick up your cane, Scarlett, and present yourselves to me once more. I will assign you your first task as conjurer for Stillglade fame. Yeah. So, that might be a little different to how you would have experienced it were you conjurer, starting as conjurer, I think. Anyway, what in terms of class, right? So now what we need to do, right? So the next quest is red, so we're still a warrior. So what we need to do is we need to go ahead to our character, and we need to equip the cane that he just gave us. Right? Now it's going to get rid of all your stuff. So now we can just re-equip Friendship Circlet, we can re-equip the Orson Gown, gloves, no waste, tights, feet, shoes, and that's it. And that ring, which is good now that we've got it, because we can get it from the beginning. Right, yep, so now as you can see, we're at level 1 Conjurer. Alright, so we can go our gear set, and we can add a new gear set, and we can have Conjurer. We can change the name, we'll change it to Conjurer. You can leave it as is, but I just like having the name of it there. Alright, so we've also got our earrings and our friendship circlet. So, the armory bonus, this is important. So what the armory bonus is extra XP, right? So when you have one class and you equip a second class that's of lower level, you get armory bonus XP. Alright, armory bonus to your XP gain. And this will occur to all classes below your maximum, from 1 to, I think it's 70, think it's 1 to 70, it's 100%. And then 70 to 80, it's 50%, or something like that. Or maybe it's 1 to 60, it's, yeah. Anyway. I think it's like the last 10 levels is halved. So it'll be harder to, relatively harder to level. But, yeah, so that's that. So that's one of the reasons. Also, you want to keep hold of your race gear, because it's all level 1 stuff. Right. So now that we've equipped that, we can go talk to Isimyan. Now you'll notice that we've got to redo our hotbars, but thankfully we've only got one ability, so it's not going to be a big problem. This part of your conjurer becomes your Scarlett. Without further ado, I shall assign you your first task as Conjurer of Steelglade Fane. Just beyond the city gates, you will encounter squirrels, ladybugs, and funguas. I would have you slay 3 of each, lest you wonder how I can so coolly order the taking of life and other things that are not as they once were. As a consequence of the calamity, and, I may add, through no fault of their own, these creatures have become a burden to the Twelveswood, a burden it cannot well bear. As a conjurer, it is your duty to carry out the will of the forest, and by employing your powers in doing so, you will come to learn something of your art. Now go now, Scarlett, and perform your task in the name of the elementals. Okay. This actually might take longer than I thought. So, what we're going to do, alright, so first I'm going to show you switching class. So we have our gear list. If you drag that off, you can place it on the hotbar. So we're going to do that. So, what we're going to do is we're going to jump into Warrior. Okay? We're going to queue up the Thousand Maws of Toto-Rak, and we'll see how long that takes. Now, what you can do is you can go back to Conjurer, see? So, while you're queued, you can be any class you want. It's just when the queue pops, then you have to go back to the class you started the queue as. Alright, so, where do we want to go? Central Shroud. So what's that, Blue Gate? Yeah, Blue Gate. So we're gonna have a significant XP bonus, solely because we've got the earrings, the ring, and the friendship circlet. So we've got 20, 50, 80%, plus the armory bonus, which is 180%. And he just killed the ladybug. God damn it. Right. And then if you wanted, you could get some food, which would give you another 3%. And if you're in a free company that's at least rank 6 or 5, I think it's 5, they can give you at least a 5% bonus, if you ask nicely. Unless you're the one that founded the FC, then you can do whatever you want. Alright, level up. Now you can see we're getting 270% on that last one. Jasmine gives me XP as well, which is good. So yeah, we're getting 230% there. Yeah, so it just depends. This kind of thing is effectively what you're doing for all the classes. You generally play this stuff. But yeah, so the classless jobs. Again, the classless jobs, aka Red Mage, Blue Mage, Dancer, Mechanist, Samurai, Astrologian, Gunbreaker, and Dark Knight. They still have a relatively similar process. It's just that you start at level whatever, 30 to 50 to 60, and instead of just getting a weapon, you'll get a full set of gear. Oh, we've also got cure. So what I like to do with my healers is I like to put their attack spells on, augmented by ult, so ult attack, so I know that I'm attacking or casting. Yeah, so they start in effectively the same way. You get a quest, but they'll give you a lot more gear to prepare you, because obviously you're not starting at level 1. Also, they'll automatically give you a soul crystal as well. And I don't think you can have the main weapon equipped. I think it'll automatically equip the soul crystal. Can't remember. Yeah. This is taking a long time to pop this queue, so I might do it at a later date. Come back, splice the episodes together. Maybe have to make it a longer episode. Or we just make this a contra episode. See, even when I try it ends up going my way and things end up, happening where I can't control. See, because I didn't say we'll see what happens this episode, and it still managed to not go the way that I intended. Alright, so let's... Is there a... No, there isn't. So, let's go back. See what we're done here. And in this quest... don't think it's going to give me enough XP to level, which is unfortunate. Because the next quest is level 5, and we're just level 4. Hey, it popped! Nice. Alright. So, as you can see, your class has changed, duty cannot be commenced, so all you gotta do is switch back and commence. Alright, let's get into it. This episode might go wrong long, but oh well. At this point. I don't know what it is. I apologise to the players, but I'm skipping it. It looks weird if I do it from the journey, the unending journey log, because it's only me, whereas you don't see this cool ensemble of people. They're saying hello. Hello! Alright, let's go. Now I haven't tanked in a while, at least in a dungeon. So let's see what happens. Oh, whoops, what happened there? Oh, I forgot to turn my lock on. Oh man. This person is annoying. Alright, I can't run as many as I would like to. Problem is they're so much higher level than I am, so much better geared except the healer, that they're just powering, absolutely decimating my my enmity. And I actually don't remember the way through here. I hope I'm going the right way. Yeah, I can't keep aggro. Oh, you know why I can't keep aggro? Because I haven't got my fucking tank stance on. That's why I can't keep aggro. There we go. See? I need to start doing the daily relays on this before I record a dungeon. Now that I know why I'm not getting aggro, I can power up a few of them. Alright. Oh yeah, so this is the first occurrence we've seen of Dancer. So Dancer is one of the new classes. I actually played it on my my mains. Now we can't do this yet. You have to go and get the thing from here. There's one more down here, I think. Or is there enough? Oh, we've got enough. Okay. Never mind. It's not usually enough from the first run. But it could just be that we never got that very first one. I should probably grab that. Yeah, we don't have enough. We got it. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I should probably need that. I think it's this way. Oh, I got limit break there. Wait, this is dead end. Wrong way! Sorry. Yeah, it's the wrong way. I've never actually run this dungeon as a tank. Probably should have done it. Or at least did a bit more research. But this dungeon actually used to be part of 1.0. And 1.0 used to have more maze-like dungeons. And they didn't used to be linear, so you'd only ever actually verse one boss. I mean, this is from what I've researched, kind of thing. Because I never actually played 1.0, which is probably a good thing, probably. So you used to pick like one boss as a group and say, we're gonna fight this guy. Yeah. So what they ended up doing is they ended up like closing a lot of this off to streamline it. Oh, they're all through, never mind. If you're not close enough together, that separates you when it pulls you through. Now this is the one that we... yeah, this is the one. Right. See, I knew there was one of them, but I couldn't remember which one. Is that enough? That is enough. I mean, I'm the tank, but I'm getting led around, so... It's quite amusing. I didn't burst off. Did that? I feel like that grew, but I couldn't confirm or deny. I probably should grab both of them, but oop, I just got hit by that. Are we missing anyone? No. They're just powering through, not letting me out. See, this is kind of, you know, it's alright for me because I'm at least somewhat of an experienced player. I may be an inexperienced tank, but I'm an experienced player. So it's not as daunting as it could potentially be for a brand new tank. So this is probably one of the downsides to the syncing, the level syncing concept. Because you get players who have run this dungeon thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of times, and are sick of just waiting for it. You know, sick of running it, sick of having to deal with it. You know, so there's a point where they just strong arm newer tanks. And so yeah, it's quite unfortunate, but you know, there's only so much you can complain about. And it's only so much you can do. I mean, they're just fucking, they're not even bothering, they're just running through it all. Oh wait, it's this way. You know, and like, I know that there are some things that you can just ignore due to just where normal players are at this point, like in terms of gear and stuff. And the fact that this healer is keeping... Oh, the healer is actually... Oh no, that's the healer there. This is the last boss. So there's no actually, like, proper bosses in this run.
Darkness.
Just for the moment. They're probably killing the boss right now without me, so oh well. That happens. It's unfortunate that the game show goes now. The mighty slayer of Ifrit comes to me now. Now comes to me. With a countenance that speaks understanding. An intriguing power, the echo. I must needs choose my words with care.
Mayhap I might if I deign to speak in my guest crude tongue. We meet at last. I am Lahabrea of the Asians, servant to the one true god. Yours is a most fantastical tale, truly absorbing. It is a tale to tell Eorzea's children before bedtime, and it will soon be dark, bringer of light.
The dark minions.
All that stands between this world and darkness is an irksome anomaly in the ether. The Echo. Yes, yours is a most fascinating tale. Alas, like all good tales, it must needs come to an end. But fear not.
Here, feel the presence of evil.
For the end of your tale is but the beginning of another. The tale of the crystal's demise.
Unfortunately, it was a bad spot to put it. Like, I shouldn't put it right before a boss, but anyway. That's a limit break, by the way. If you hadn't noticed, this builds up, and you can power it into an ability. It's a rather fast dungeon run. I was expecting it to take it much longer, but then, you know, they did force me through it effectively. It's just lucky that I got it, and again, not some new player. I don't think that healer was actually a new first player. I think they were an old player and they just got around to getting Conjurer or something. But anyway. Finally, fresh air. Mayhap not so fresh, but better than before. Ah, Sinister One is gone. This one can leave this awful place. Did Walking One vanquish the Many-Legged One? This one is grateful to Walking One. This one is called Frixio, eldest of the little one, the eldest of these ones of little solace. Be a much longer episode than I anticipated, but it's once in a while, it's not too bad. Alpha Squad reporting, sir. Nothing of note at Lark's call, sir. Understood. Return to Area 12. Damn it all. Where is this accursed icon hiding? No sign of our wizened friend. I'm afraid not, my lord. Shall I order that the search perimeter be expanded? Absolutely not. We risk alerting the Gridanians to our presence. His Excellency bids us avoid unnecessary confrontation. Loath though I am to admit it, I have found no evidence to suggest that Ramuh will be gracing the mortal realm in the near future. I ask you, what good is God who does not grant one's wishes? Were I a sylph, I would strongly consider finding myself another idol. Which reminds me, what of the sylphs we captured? A handful of them seemed to be reasonably good health when I last looked. Apologies, my lord. I fear we may have been overzealous in our efforts to compel them to summon their icon. Really, Centurion? Were you not aware that vegetables bruise easily? It was well that I did not entrust you with an important task of making my dinner. Well, mayhap it was a kindness. Better dead in truth than dead in one's own God. To one's own God, I suppose, if you believe in such things. Dawn is upon us. Make ready to withdraw. Useless. We are so close to completion. I can fair taste it. But at this rate, no, I must be patient. Our efforts will bear fruit in due time. What was it you said? Ah, yes. Though it mean bringing down the very heavens, who shall challenge the limits of possibility if we're not we. In that alone you were right, Garland. But your star is long fallen, while mine doth begin to rise. And it shall burn so bright that Lord Van Balsar's ultimate weapon will seem a mere candle beside it. Those walking ones did for... what? Those walking ones did for Nocia. This one is certain of it. This one fears that other taken ones also suffered the same fate. This one is convinced walking ones will have black hearts, seek only to harm these ones. Walking ones are not to be trusted. Now, Noraxia, do not pass judgment too hastily. Not all walking ones are alike, though there are evil ones among the walking ones. There are good ones also. Does a walking one feel unwell? This one would know what brings walking one to this place. Came to this one's rescue at Noraxia's bidding. Then this one owes walking one a debt of gratitude. Walking one has questions about Law and Ramuh. Then this one will provide answers, but elsewhere preferably. But first, let these ones quit this lightless place. This one will return to Little Solace when walking one is ready. Please come and see this one. These ones may speak properly then. Then it is settled. Let this one accompany walking one outside. So, we're gone over time, so I might as well just keep going over time. We'll return the Conjurer's Guild one. As you can see, we almost leveled from the dungeon. And that dungeon is actually not the correctly leveled one. As you can see, it's level 24. So, 8 levels behind. We still almost leveled from the dungeon. Ah, you're back. Tell me the Sylph Elder as well. Thank the gods for that. I don't really know what to make of the rest of your tale, but I'm full glad Frixio didn't come to any harm. Ah, but there I go, tempting fate. Run over to Little Solace and secure us peace with the Sylphs before aught else befalls us, eh? Rest assured, I'll send word to our friend of Charlian and the twin adder both. You've done Gridania a great service this day, lass, and earned yourself a place of honour here at the Druthers in so doing. Be sure to come by whenever you feel like a drop of Quirin firewater. Quirin. So now we'll just quickly go back to Gridania. Next episode we'll continue on this, a simple gift. But we want to finish this Conjurers. Alright, so let's quickly switch over to Conjurer. I also need to put that, because I accidentally did that off there. Mounts as well. So you Alright. Welcome back, Scarlett. The elementals have told me of your success. By placing yourself in the midst of nature and seeing it with Conjurer's eyes, you have taken your first step along the path of life. Healing, protection, and destruction. Though our spells vary in function, they all derive their power from the same source, the forces embodied within all creation. By gaining a true understanding of these, a conjurer may call upon them to manipulate his environment, thereby realizing the state of being that he desires. Ah yes, yours is a familiar look, the very picture of confusion. Be not disheartened, for comprehension shall come in due time. For now, you must learn to reach out to the forces embodied in each of us. Pray hearken to mine instructions. Breathe deep and open your eyes to that which cannot be seen. Feel the myriad life around you, and draw upon its boundless reservoir of energy. Take up your cane and use it to lend that energy form. Go forth, my young conjurer, and be at one with the world. Return to me when you have learned to draw upon the forces around you with the self-same ease you draw upon those within. The next conjurer is level 5. Blah blah blah. Yeah, nowhere near enough XP. Anyway, that's alright though, because that's the end of this episode. Next episode we'll continue on with this quest. I will try to level Conjurer behind the scenes so that we're at 5, it won't take that long. I could probably just do the hunting log. That should, yeah, that'll well give me enough XP. So we'll do that probably after the dungeon, after we end like this quest chain, and probably between this chain and the next chain that starts. But with that, we'll catch you in the next episode. Catch you later. Oh, sorry for the extra long episode.